Definitely a proud dad moment today. I've been keeping it from you. I'm sorry. I've been I've been holding it back for a couple days now. I have known, of course, I've known who the winners were. I made the video that announced who the winners were, and of course, I couldn't divulge it. That my daughter was one of them. It's so great. Oh, I was keeping it from her for so long. Oh, days and days. Did I want to tell her? Not really. Not really. I didn't want to spoil it. I didn't want to be like, oh, you know who it is, too. I didn't want to divulge it. I didn't want to spoil it. But, yeah, my daughter got announced as one of the basically representatives of our school. 14 representatives of different kind of pillars of learning, right? There's mathematics or science or speech and debate and whatnot. And she was picked as the school representative for the theater department. It's theater, speech, debate, forensics, all kind of culminating together. It's a great honor. It's an honor. They pick 14 kids every year, and they're, the top of the line kids, right? It's the kid with the 4.0, GPA. It's the kids that have really been the scholars, the kids that have really been stalwart in their academics. And so really it's an honor to have her be picked. It was just fun because I had to keep it from her. Here I'm she's in one room, and then very next room I'm over on my laptop making the video that literally announces that she is one of the winners. I can't say anything about it. It's just too funny. Oh man. Anyway, very, very proud moment for me. I sent the link to the video to all my my teacher friends, of course, but friends, family. I've got family across the US, and everybody's just so proud of her. Super, super proud. Very proud dad moment. So, pretty awesome. You nominate me as the pillar of the Pips players. Did you see my post that I put in? Speaking of alliterations of the letter P, my Pips post, I put on there, would you, if I cut one of mine, what would you put as what you would want cut? Would you want me to cut the Pips or cut the Strands or cut letterboxed? I'd love to hear it from people. What would you rather cut? It's on my homepage. If you go to my channel page, you'll see it. All right, in connections today, we're trying to do 16 words in 4 categories. I see pumpkin, horror, murder, mystery, butler, angel, romance, levy, love, gaggle, and Guthrie. Okay, can you hear it now? There we go. Okay, we're getting all kinds of crackling on the microphone. I had to unplug it. It's working now, though. Yeah, if you see it crackling or doing weird stuff, let me know. All right, so horror, fantasy, romance. Ooh, mystery. A couple of genres of books, maybe. Okay, fiction genres, great. A gaggle of geese. Oh, wait. A murder of crows, a gaggle of geese, a parliament of... Oh, I forget. Is that herons? Flamingos. One of them is a parliament. I remember that. and a... I don't remember the other one. Shoot. I don't know the other one. Angel, Bloom, Sugar, Charm, Guthrie. Guthrie sounds like a last name. Arlo Guthrie. Pumpkin. A levy? Is it a levy? No, it's not. It's one away. It's one of these. I know it's one of these. Okay. You're charmed by something. You love something. Pumpkin. God. Yeah, a parliament of... I forget what bird it is. A parliament of something. All right, shuffle it. Charm. Charmed by something. Pumpkin. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin cookies. Sugar cookies. Gaggle. Is it a bloom? Parliament, gaggle, murder, and bloom, maybe? I'm throwing guesses away. I can't do that. Charm. Turn on the charm. Love. They sound like they go together. Add another game to the lineup. You're making me work overtime, huh? Angel and sugar. Why do I feel like those go together? They don't. Oh, they're one away, though. Crap. Okay, let's come back to this one. It is a gaggle of geese, a parliament of some bird, a murder of crows. I'm thinking it's either a charm or a Guthrie. I could be wrong, though. I don't want to be wrong. Sugar, pumpkin, bloom. I said levy. It was not correct. What was the other set I said? A bloom? Maybe a charm? I really don't know. It is! Woo! That was lucky. That was lucky. All right, leave it to me to get the easiest and the hardest for last. With one guess left, I'm going to get a phew out of this if I get it right. How about pumpkin cookies, sugar cookies? God, and one of them was one away too. Sugar, angel, love, and what? Pumpkin? Okay, well, the opposite then would be all of these. Guthrie, Butler, Levy, and Bloom. Those all sound like last names. I can't quite put my finger on it, though. People whose first names are U.S. cities. Pumpkin. Oh, terms of endearment. Terms of endearment. That makes sense. Okay, that was not obvious. Aw, hey, sugar. Get that for me, love. Angel. Pumpkin. I don't think I've called my wife any of these things. I've called her Love. I have called her Sweetheart, of course. Sweetie. Angel. I don't know. I don't use those. A parliament of owls. Thank you. Parliament. I knew parliament was one of the words. I couldn't remember what the bird was. Parliament of owls. A charm of goldfinches or magpies. Interesting. Huh. Cool. Well, now we know. Now we know. A parliament of owls. I knew the name. I just forgot the... It's funny. We were talking about ravens just yesterday, weren't we? A murder of crows. Crows and ravens are cousins. The green category is fictional genres, fantasy, horror, mystery, and romance. Hey, there's my South Jersey coming out. Did you hear that? I didn't say horror. I said horror with like an A sound. Florida, orange, horror. There are very few times that my South Jersey comes out, but one of them is when I say the word horror. Called your girlfriend Pumpkin. Told her that her body reminded me of a fat, plump pumpkin. Now she's your ex. Yeah, I could see that. You got to be careful there. That's funny. Collective nouns for verbs, for birds, not verbs. Birds. A charm. What was it? A charm of goldfinches and magpies. A gaggle of geese. A murder of crows. And a parliament of owls. I knew that word. I just forgot what kind of bird was the parliament. Parliament Funkadelic. People whose first names are also U.S. cities. Bloom, Butler, Guthrie, and Levy. Would it be Levi? That's not how you spell Levi. First name Levi is L-E-V-I, is it not? Do you know somebody named Levi that spells it L-E-V-I? That's not how I spell Levi. Right? The jeans, the denim jeans, is L-E-V-I, right? Or am I missing the boat? Is it a Y on the end? Orlando Bloom, Austin Butler, Savannah Guthrie, and then Eugene Levy or Levi. Is it Levi or Levy? Now I'm confused. And then probably should have been the first one or one of the first ones, but terms of endearment. Angel, love, pumpkin, sugar. I don't know why I said all that with a southern accent, but there you go. All right, we are ready to solve the mini. Oh, I'm dumb. Wait a minute. People whose first names are U.S. cities. Oh, Orlando Bloom. Orlando is a city. Savannah Guthrie, Savannah, Georgia. Eugene Levy, Eugene, Oregon. And then who's the other one? Austin Butler, so Austin, Texas. I'm sure those are all. Isn't Butler? I think there's a Butler, Colorado. Isn't there a major city called Butler, Colorado? I'm sure there's cities named all of these things. There you go. That was their last names. We referenced their first names. See, that's another one of those puzzle sections that, or the not mini crossword, the connections puzzle that people make all sorts of jokes about how hard the mini or the connections is, and that's why. That's why, because it's so obscure. That is so obscure. Bloom. There's a bazillion people named Bloom or Butler, right? Think of how many people you know, and their last name is Butler. No, there's a city called Butler. I promise you. All right, enough talk. Let's do the mini. Words on either side of blank. What blank? Come what may. It is what it is. It is what it is. Breathes like a dog. How about pants? Podcast medium. Audio. Test with one's nose. Maybe sniff. I might be changing a lot of this. Oh gosh. President after Teddy Roosevelt. Is it Taft? Might be. Maybe not. Oh, some of these line up. Hoppy beers. What about IPAs? Oh, maybe these do line up. That's crazy. Talk trash to. Taunt. No, I just tried to solve it. Yeah. It is what it is. I just totally did that. I said it out loud, but I didn't put it. Why? What? Why didn't I put it? Words on either side of it is what it is. Breathe like a dog. Pants. Podcast medium. Audio. Test with one's nose. Sniff. President after Teddy Roosevelt was Taft. Great guess. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with that guess. Hoppy beers. IPAs. What does IPA stand for? A probably stands for ale. I'm going to look it up real quick. This is a side quest. Hold on. What does IPA... India Pale Ale. India Pale Ale. Each word needs an explanation. Ale is synonymous for fermented beer, top fermented beer. But why India? Increased alcohol. Huh. Interesting. Didn't know that. Okay. Hoppy beers, IPAs, India Pale Ale. Talk trash to. Taunt. The eye of one down. Oh, India. Oh, there it is. India. It's in the answer. How you might feel after a long car ride. Stiff. How about stiff, sniff? And then pillowy is soft. Very good. All right. I asked in my community post today if I got rid of one of my, if I got rid of one of them, what would you want me to get rid of? I said either the mini crossword, which I doubt anybody will vote for, the Pips puzzle, which I could see lots of people voting for, the Strands puzzle. I don't know. It's kind of a fun one to do every day. It's like a word search. And then the letterbox, just because it takes a long time. I don't know. Like if I cut something out just for time's sake, would you rather I cut out any one of these? I used to not even do the Pips, right? I didn't do the Pips before. Now I do. So if you think it's overstayed its welcome, let me know in that community post. All right, a couple that add up to 0, a couple that are not equal. So hold on, there's not another 2, so this one's got to be the 0 with the 3, and then this one, and then a bunch that are equal. How about this one goes here, this one goes here. There it is. Easy peasy. All right, medium. Let's see if you are extra medium today. There's not a 6 and 5, so one of these has got to go. I bet you it's this one. And then a couple that add up to 6. That could be 2s. And then 2 and 1, okay. And then 1. And then 2 for 3. And then 5. Oh my gosh, this is going to work. Boom! Okay, wow, look at that. 28 seconds. That's pretty neat. That worked. Okay, so 1, that's got to be 1 and 0. A bunch that add up to 25, but there's 6 of them that add up to 25. So I bet you there's got to be a 5 in there. Ooh, and then this will add up to 17. So that might be like 7, not 7, 6, 5, 6 maybe? Just that by itself adds up to... see, that doesn't add up. Maybe the other 6. Whoops, that doesn't work. You gonna let me grab them? This could be our 1s. Couple that are equal. 6s. 5. So that's already 25. $20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's too many. So that's got to be a 2. So that's our 2, and I feel like those still go together. Is this one actually part of the solution? Two, 3. Oh, but that equals 30. Okay, so that's still too many. That's still too many. Okay, this. $15. Oh, the answer's staring me in the face. No, it's not. I'm wrong. Oh, it's got to be more then. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the one that I thought I had was wrong. Ugh. Dummy. There we go. I know, seriously. I had it. It was staring me in the face. Gianmarco. I had it. Oh, Gianmarco says goodbye, Pips. All right. You feel bad for Pips? I don't know. It's an okay puzzle. It is. But there are some times that I'm just like, ugh, why am I doing this? You know, when you're 18 minutes into a puzzle, you're like, there is no solution, right? You're just at your wit's end. This one was fine. I did it in 3 minutes. Easy. In fact, I stared at the right answer for a minute. I could have just flipped these two around. I don't know why. The math wasn't mathing there. 2 and 3 to make 5. And then there were technically 5 5s to make 25, but there were 6 spaces, so the 2 and the 3 split up. 6s and then another 5. I don't know. There are just sometimes that I get so worked up about it. Did you really? Yeah, sometimes you and me, we have like exactly opposite solutions. I love that. Sometimes Pips are just excuses of New York Times to use math. Okay, I got to tell you, every day when the kids come in into my photography class, we have a starter, a bell ringer, right? Just to get their mind in the mode of thinking about photography. And sometimes it has to do directly with something we're learning that day. Sometimes it's just like, hey, here's a cool skill I want to teach you, you know? And today was all about math. And there is a little tiny bit of math behind photography. You're talking about pixels per inch, right? Resolution. There's some resolution math. And luckily, the computer figures it out all for you. The camera figures it out all for you. But I wanted to show them, like on the back end, how to calculate pixels per inch, right? So I give them these like kind of word problems. And I say, all right, you bought this $2,000 camera. Here's the resolution. Was it worth it, right? And, you know, the word, in the process, it teaches them about like the word megapixel. Mega means million, right? Is that Latin or Greek? I can't remember. Anyway, you know, megapixels, that's how many millions of pixels in the grid, right? Mega means million. And so we're doing these math problems, and some kids are just like, oh, why are we doing math? Like they have a visceral reaction to how bad math is. And I'm like, you guys, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So yeah, maybe even New York Times is trying to get us to do math. Yeah, very doable today. Medium. 28 seconds. A lot of 1s, a lot of 2s. No complaints there. And then, yeah, easy puzzle. Very easy. Cool. Now, heaven forbid we get rid of the Wordle, right? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I got rid of the Wordle? That'd be heck to pay. All right, still working in hard mode. It is work to our advantage. How about chase? Okay. Hey, we'll take it. We will take it. So the H is in the wrong place. The A is in the wrong place. What if it was like blank A? Oh, there's a word. Hold on. Whoa, too many. Lathe, right? A wood turning tool. No freaking way. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Oh my gosh, I got it in 2 today. Oh, that makes me so happy. You guys, we are like powering through these. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Wow, what a first guess, too. Had I not said, yeah, you're exactly right, Callie. If I had not guessed chase, it wouldn't have given me the H, wouldn't have given me the A. Lucky that the E is at the end. I guess I could have said bathe, you know, B would have worked too, bathe. I didn't even think of that. You know why I thought of lathe is because my son recently got a lathe for his birthday. And it's you know, it's not a full like table lathe, it's just like a mini lathe, and we can take a block of wood or a, you know, whatever, a 4x4 post or something. We've been working with like really light materials, right? And it gets spinning at just crazy speeds, and real slowly, real carefully you go through and right, you just trim off all the you know, all the excess, and what you're left with is just a round, you know, beautiful piece. You know, chess pieces or stuff. That's cool. Oh, my son's he's gonna love that. Wait, you don't know what a lathe is? Oh my gosh, watch a video of somebody wood carving with a lathe. You'll go, whoa, that's awesome. I had a neighbor that he's since moved out of our neighborhood, but that was his livelihood. He would turn bowls. He would find hunks of wood, like from, you know, scraps from like a tree carving. You know, they go down and like cut down trees, and he would ask the people, you know, they're going to throw it away anyway. They're going to, you know, wood chipper. It doesn't matter if they're missing just a hunk of it. And so he'll make bowls, and they're stained, right? They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful woods. Sometimes he works with really like exotic woods that you can't get anywhere else, and he makes bowls out of it and stuff. It's really neat. Yeah. But my son was fascinated with it, so he ended up getting a lathe. Super cool. Like just a mini-sized one. You know, it's like this size, and you can add, you know, I forget what the maximum size is, but there's, you know, you can't do something as big as like a professional wood lathe. Has all the tools and stuff, carving tools. That's exciting. Hey, we got it in 2 today. That feels good. That feels good. All right, Strands, what you got for me? If I'm being picky, is this about things that people will get picky about, like not liking cilantro or not liking tomatoes or something? Like what people are picky about? Or is this about like pumpkin picking, apple picking? We already had something about orchards, so. I saw deception. I said reception. The TION's got to go together. What is this? I see lots of words. I've already earned my hint because I see all the words. Or I've made words, I mean. Liar. Lychee. Man, I love lychee. Some of my kids love it. Some of my kids hate it. I love it, though. Lychee. Native. Naive. I don't want to use a hint, but I might need to. If I'm being picky. If I'm being picky, what do you mean by that? Election? Like, what are we doing here? Elect. Ooh. Ooh, to pick? Pick an option? Is that what we're going for? To pick. To elect? How is elect not part of it? Pick an option. Pick what you want to read. An option. A candidate. A vote. Vote. I guess we use a hint. Okay, choice. Decided. I bet you that's a spangram. Oh. Elective. What do you get to choose? Your choice, elective, option. Oh, here it is. You decide. Oh, come on. You decide. There it is. Druthers. Is this the last one? Alternative. Golly. Yeah, I know. They're all just options of choice. I just couldn't think of any words. I saw the word elect, elective, and then I saw native for alternative. Druthers. Option. What does that word mean? Druthers. Druthers is an informal term for the power or opportunity to choose. Often used in the phrase, if I had my druthers, it's a dialectical alteration of would rather. Druthers. Never heard of that. Interesting. I'm learning new phrases already. I learn new things every day. I learn letterboxed. Maze. Why do I see the word maze there? Try to solve in 6 words. UNORGQEZAMIV. That's funny. Easy A. Sometimes kids take my class thinking it's an easy A, and they are sorely disappointed. I love that my class is not an easy A. They learn. I have kids walking out of there. Usually what they say is, that was a tough class. I learned a ton. I loved it, but that was a tough class. Tougher than I thought it was going to be. I'm like, all right, well, then I'm doing my job. It's not just some easy A. There it is, easy A. Oh, tell me you don't see the word quagmire. Ooh, quagmire would be a great word there. Dang. Quagmire doesn't work there. I don't know why that was the first thing I saw. There's no D. Where's Peter? Where's Cleveland? I don't think you should do that, Quagmire. Peter's having us over. Let's see. I can't do engrave. There's a V. I gotta use up the V somehow. Oh, that's a good one. Inquiring. ENQUIR. And lucky for us, there is an ing in this word. Great. What do we do with the V and the Z, though? Yikes. Like vacillate or not a word. All right, I'm going to write it down. It's a good start. inquiring, and that leaves us an O, V, M, A, and Z. Yikes. That's a word in Portuguese. Giz. Chalk. Chalk is called giz. Zoom. My dog has the zooms. It's not how you spell that. Man, what are we doing? Marzipan. If there was a P, we could play marzipan. Oh, yeah. No, help me with the puzzle first. I need this. I am stuck. I'm painted into a corner here. Govern. Oh, that's a good one. All right, here, I'll jump off of that. Thank you. Inquiring. ENQUIRING. Okay. And then to govern. That's a good one. And we do at the N, we could go name. Enzo. There's a great pizza place by my house in New Jersey named Enzo's. I think they went out of business. Now, if we could put a word with a Z in it at the beginning, we could put an E if it's an E at the end. Okay, I got it. I got it. Inquiring. Govern. Name, and we just need the Z. So, oh my gosh, what was it? Okay, watch this. Z-I-N-E. Zine. We got it in the bag, guys. Okay, and then we go E-N-Q-U-I-R-I-N-G. Inquiring. And then I already forgot the next one. Govern. G-O-V-E-R-N. Govern. And then something easy. Name. N-A-M-E. Cool. We did it in 4. Needed to do it in 6. We got it in 4. Callie, you still there? We got it in 4, brother. We did it. We did it. We did it. Zine, like a magazine, like a kind of handmade, personally, written up magazine. A grassroots magazine is called a zine. The E for inquiring, and then the G for govern, and then N for name. Nice. How did they do it yesterday? Uphold and dirtbag. Those feel like polar opposites. Someone that upholds the truth. No, he's a dirtbag. That's funny. Well, if you like what you see today, give this video a like. Consider subscribing. We're going to recap our answers. You can see we did connections first, and then we're going to recap our mini crossword. We'll show you how we did on the pips, the Wordle, the Strands, and then, of course, we finished with letterbox. So let's dive in. I'll show you how we barely survived connections by the skin of our teeth. Fiction genres. There was fantasy, horror. Yes, I say horror, not horror. Horror. Mystery, romance. I say Florida. I say horror. Just, you can't take the South Jersey out of some people. I never said wooder, though. Wooder. Grab a glass of wooder. It's just some things that people say. The blue category, collective nouns for birds, a charm of, what was it, blackbirds, magpies? What was it? Goldfinches and magpies. Swarm of goldfinches or magpies is called a charm. Adorable. A gaggle of geese, a murder of crows. Excuse me, I have a long day already. Murder of crows, a parliament of owls. I remembered that name, Parliament, but I forgot what it was. People whose first names are U.S. cities. Now, I had to have Callie tell me this one. Okay, Bloom, Orlando Bloom. Austin Butler, so Austin, Texas. Savannah Guthrie, that's Savannah, Georgia. And then Eugene Levy, Eugene, Oregon. Orlando, Florida. There it is, Horror, Florida. I said it again. Florida. There. Is that how you want me to say it? That feels weird. Florida. And then yellow category. I'm actually pretty proud of my family lineage. The Miller family prides themselves. We all have very good diction, I guess. We all speak very fluent English. We don't sort of mince words, and we pronounce our T's, things that usually people squash out, I tend to pronounce. It's just good diction. It's good to have. The yellow category, terms of endearment, angel, love. Oh, thank you, pumpkin. And sugar. Lend me some sugar. All right. The mini crossword today was fun. Words on either side of blank, what blank? It is what it is. It is what it is. Breathe like a dog. Pants. Podcast medium is audio. You hear it. You don't see it. Technically, this set of videos is a podcast. So you've been watching a podcast. Test with one's nose to sniff. President after Teddy Roosevelt. Taft. Hoppy beer, IPA, India Pale Ale. Talks trash to, taunt. The I of IPA stands for India, India Pale Ale. How you might feel after a long car ride, stiff, amen. And then pillowy is soft, soft and pillowy. Very good. And then we did our pips, and actually pips was fine today. Sometimes I get nervous about how hard the pips is going to be. Totally doable today. It was fine. The two that were equal were, zeros, and then this had to be the 3 to be the other matching, and then a couple of matches there. And then for the medium puzzle, this one we did in under 30 seconds, 28 seconds. So we got, 2s, 1s, all the 2s equaling 6, all the 1s being the same. 6 can be 4 and 2. 11 has to be 6 and 5. You know, it all kind of fell into place. And then the hard mode. I actually had the hard mode for a while, and I just stared at it. And people started saying in the chat, Callie was like, dude, you have the answer. I think it was this one. We had 5, 5, 5, 5, and then 3 and 2 to make the other 5. You know, there's 5 5s to make 25. And then I was staring at it like, why isn't this working? Because this one, it was not 1, it was greater than 1. I'll never forget. Tyson taught me, right? Less than is to the left, like an arrow pointing to the left. And then I extrapolated greater gator, right? If it's going to the left as an alligator bites, it's greater gator. That's how I remember it. So thank you, Tyson, for helping me on that. I think Tyson's at work today. Otherwise, he'd jump in the chat. He always loves jumping in the chat. Tyson, if you're watching the video afterwards, we're missing you. Yeah, so that was the hard. And what's funny is 2 things that are funny. One is that I thought that was it, right? I thought that was the medium puzzle. I was like, okay, I guess we're doing the hard puzzle next. And no, that was the hard puzzle. And then the other thing that I thought was funny was that Callie said that he did it in a different way. He did it in a different way. I don't know how he did it, but he did it in a different way. So if you did yours in a different orientation than mine, good on you. Maybe take a screenshot of mine and then look at yours to see how different it is. How lucky is this? We did our Wordle in 2 today. And oh my gosh, what an opening move. Chase. It had the E at the end, and it had an H and an A. Lovely. And I'm like, okay, so this is like, if the A doesn't go there, maybe it's like consonant A, and then like what else is left for the H? I could go TH. Well, there's only like TH, like LATH, lathe. Or it could have been bathe. Could have been bathe with a B. So, could have been either one. We got super lucky doing that in 2 today. If I'm being picky, you decide. It's all about picking things, decisions. Alternatives, picking options, picking druthers. I'd never heard that word. I had to look it up. Choice, elective. A lot of times kids will take my class as an elective credit. They chose to be there, right? And sometimes I will remind them, you chose to be here. All right, next one is the letterbox. And we did letterbox very easily. It was zine with a Z. E for inquiring. Thank you for that one, Callie. I needed it. And then G for govern. And then I added N for name at the end. Really, we did zine last. I don't know, the hard letters you leave for last. That's not a great idea. No, magazine wouldn't have worked because A and Z are next to each other. Cool. Awesome. Well, if you guys like what you see, give this video a like. Consider subscribing because we do this every day. It comes into your feed like a podcast. You can just click it while you're doing the dishes or doing homework or something, and I'll just be here. You can answer all the questions with me if you want, do the puzzles with me. The only one I'm a stickler about is the Wordle. I like to not be interrupted during the Wordle. I don't even look at the chat during the Wordle, so people don't spoil the answers, right? But all the other ones I love when people help me on it, so it's pretty fun. All right, well, you guys are great. Thanks for a great stream, and enjoy your Thursday, you guys. It's Mischief Night. That's what we used to call it as a kid. The night before Halloween, people would go through and smash pumpkins and whatnot. So tonight is officially Mischief Night. But thanks for a great stream, and I will catch you on the next one. See you guys.